Hello, everybody. Welcome to Graded Point Live. To say that shit went down since last night would be an understatement.
And amazingly, it's not Piper's fault this time.
Right?
We have the creator of the real Indie-Cron, Jean-Luc, with us tonight. Decided to bring him on to discuss some of the things that happened and how this kind of all started. And let's figure what went wrong.
Hello, from Indie-Cron.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, that was interesting.
What sort of fucking tomfoolery is going on here? This is a very professional stream, goddamn.
I have no idea. I had a frog in my throat. Sorry.
Okay, had to.
All right,
gotcha. So yeah.
See, for a second there, I was thinking you were getting culturally enriched or something.
Yeah.
I'm culturally uranium, but not enriched.
Cab, we're live. By
I have no idea what that meant.
So no hard ERs, okay?
we're live now.
Yeah, we're live, so no hard ERs. Don't do that.
Oh shit! I'm leaving.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty of what happened.
Let's do it.
So last night, from our side, I'll tell our side of the perspective first. Last night we were on a stream with Crystal McGee, where we were promoting her book, The Good Night. Right after the stream, I mean, literally 15 seconds after the stream went off the air, she says, "Hey guys, check this out." And she told us about many people were messaging her that she was on this website that she had no idea existed, and that was owned by a character. That's the best possible thing I can call him. Say about him is John Della Rose. We've made fun of him lightly before, but tonight's going to be a hardcore dunking. So I'm just going to give fair warning. There will be no sympathy. There will be no restraint.
I'm in the right place.
You are in the right place. So what happened? She told us about the situation. I said, that's unfortunate. Considering the type of person that he is. What are you going to do about it? She says, so I'm gonna talk to some folks and think about it. And then she made a public, ask, and I'll read it for you because I got it on screen here. She added him and says, "I was not aware, nor did I give permission to have my IGG listed on your site. I would have appreciated if you had asked me if it was cool beforehand. Could you please remove it? Thanks." And of course she highlights Indy, INDY, Cron. And then, this is the next tweet that she tweeted in her thread where she says, "I tried to resolve this with him via DMs, but he was blocked before I could do so. My intention was not to cause drama, but to get this resolved." Now, update for that, folks, that he has unblocked her, and they're going to discuss this. In the time that this has happened, nearly 24 hours later, he did finally back her book for $5. He's getting that big old digital copy.
Nice.
I mean, the thing, that was the big thing on the stream. Because he was on a stream last night, and Jordan and I were watching it. And that was the biggest thing that people had an issue with him, where they were saying, you didn't even back the book that you claim to like so much. And, and then, like I said, my thing is he thought about that and he said, well, I better back the book so I look better.
He's very concerned about his looks for a man who's far too overweight.
Yeah.
And that, of course, this is stuff that I had seen on the periphery. I think, Jean-Luc, you knew about his Indie-Cron beforehand.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we knew about it before he knew about it. Because he's so bloody predictable that we sit around in the morning meetings and we go, well, let's buy the Indie-Cron with the H because JDA in 4321 will be trying to make a website with Indie-Cron with an H. And I said, well, we really should buy the entire alphabet. Mm-hmm. And then we said, well, no, we really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So is John a damn time traveler? Is what we're saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that he's, if you ever see a monkey, you throw a banana into a monkey's cage, you know what he's going to do, right?
Well,
Wow, man, you gonna call me out just like that? Damn.
Wow.
I thought we were friends. Jesus.
no,
Guess
hard
not.
R.
We just met, so we'll have to work on that friendship later. But if you throw something into a monkey's cage, he's going to chase after it. He's going to get it, especially if it's a banana, if it's something that looks good. So JDA has a history of chasing bananas, chasing things that he thinks are going to taste good to him. He doesn't have a very good record with following through, but he sure can chase. And so that's what he's in the process of doing right now. He's chasing Indicron.
Yeah,
And by looking good, you mean, or tasting good, you mean looking good to random people on the internet. That's what you're basically saying.
Anything that looks good to him that he can steal from someone else that he doesn't have to work on because he's not very creative. He doesn't have the ability to come up with concepts himself. So he tries
plus, have
to.
you seen that website? He's not very good at much of anything at all.
I'll show that in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna go travel back in time to some GeoCity shit up here.
Yeah, I mean, he even contacted Ethan once and tried to appraise him that there was a similar cyber frog with a misspelling on Amazon, and Ethan, in his wisdom, immediately said, "Dude, why are you calling me up trying to con me with some sort of cyber frog on Amazon? What's this trick? You can't fool Ethan, right?"
Yeah, wasn't it like Cyberball, like PSY, Burfrog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love to grab things. Him and Vox, they love to grab hold of things and then turn the letters, piss people off, and then run around in circles chasing their own asses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You took that with Vox Day, the smartest man on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally in the 1 percentile of intelligence.
So smart that he still has a fucking Morsi haircut in the year 2018. Whenever I saw that fucking picture,
Yeah, he's so smart. He's so smart. He needs to wear stilts to get the liquor out of the top cabinet.
Are you trying to say Vox is a manlet?
I'm trying to say he's a piglet.
Damn.
I'm feeling this. Yeah. Got impressions too. Damn.
Yeah. There you go.
That was Piglet with a hard T.
Can you?
I don't know what that noise was. I don't know. I didn't hear that. What was that? Was weird.
So what we're saying, you're not a fan of Vox Day.
Yes.
I'd have to say, yeah, not really up there on my list of creative geniuses. No.
Well,
to be fair, I don't think anyone's really a fan. Does anyone actually like Vox Day?
there's a select few people who buy into his bullshit. What's really funny, when the sad puppies thing
It's a
happened.
special kind of stupid.
I remember when the sad puppies thing happened, and kind of what he tried to do with Comicsgate, trying to start the imprint and all that. He tried to take sad puppies for himself because, as you stated, people like him and JDA cannot come up with their own ideas. So he tried to take sad puppies, and of course they kicked him the fuck out. It's like, no, we're doing this for different reasons, And so he came up with rabid puppies.
Yeah.
And it became
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that. And I'm thinking, you stupid ass. Come on.
Creative genius.
Yeah. What if the puppies were rabid? Yeah, if the Vox, when the puppies are rabid, they get put down.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Idiot.
Oh yeah, and he was also trying to do the imprint of Comicsgate, wasn't he? And then Ethan bought that shit, so he couldn't.
Wait, he copyrighted it.
Copyrighted it. Yeah.
It's like he copyrighted that, and I think what was his name? Critias, who's another creator. He copyrighted another spelling of it, like with the space.
Right.
So, and it's kind of hard. Unless they, I guarantee you, at some point they're going to come out with comics with an X gate.
Probably.
I'm surprised they didn't already.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hope they do. But it's like they in their books. It looks like the front cover for Comic Zone. Remember that game for the Genesis?
Yeah.
That's what it should look like.
And
in
they'll
the
probably
same
steal
font
that
and
logo
everything.
too, more than likely.
They'll probably steal the damn character in that game.
This is public domain now, right? Well, no, not exactly, but so I'm gonna put the IndieCron website, the real one, on the page right now.
Oh, I got a comment that's pretty funny. It says, Senior Dead Guy says, I'm surprised JDA has time to copyright troll all these names. I thought he would be too busy mowing Vox Day's lawn. We don't appreciate your racism here, Senor, but you're absolutely right. That's funny.
So, okay, if I may, Jean-Luc, explain
Yes, sir.
explain Indicron to me. Like, explain it like I'm an idiot, which I am. So,
Explain it to him like he's Wayne.
yeah.
I don't know if we have that much time. I'll try to cut it short, though.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Indicron is the ultimate CG hub. I mean, we recently went CG only, and everyone loved it. A few people that we didn't want to love it ended up not loving it. Well, there was no shock. We're CG only. We have CG books and titles that are on Indiegogo. And we're going to be coming up with various new attributes to the website in a few days, actually. We're relaunching. And we're going to have an upcoming area. We're going to have new fields, new creator profiles, kind of like CG Tinder, so to speak, and various other things. It's going to make the site much more interactive and much more complex and interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've been keeping up. I've been keeping up with like your posts, and I've been a Pixel Traders post as well, kind of getting a gauge of what. Because I remember you announced it. It was like a vague announcement, like we're doing stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? I guess I'm just impatient. I've always been that kind of guy. It's like, oh, tell me, please.
Oh, I can tell you anything you want to know. I mean, it's going to be out there in about 5 more days.
Right. But so as it stands right now, the site that I'm looking at now is basically, I guess you could say, aggregator.
No, not really.
No. Well, you explain it to me what you would call this.
Okay. Well, people submit their books. Right. I mean, we're not other people who think that they're in the news industry, which they're not. And obviously they don't know what they're doing. They call themselves a news aggregator.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's not what we are really. I mean, we're CG only. We're not drawing from other sources. Artists and creators come to us and they submit their work. We don't take creators' works from other places without their permission and use it for our own benefit. We don't abuse creators, and we don't do it for our own satisfaction. Our motives here is to create a larger foundation for CG, for Comicsgate itself, as a movement. Mm-hmm. And so artists bring us their work. We go through it. We go, this is a fantastic CG book. Are you CG? And they go, for God's sakes, of course I'm CG. Why else would I be here? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just asking, mate. And then they tell me, and then we put it up. And we list it. And so we'll have various areas listing before they go to Indiegogo and after they go to Indiegogo and when they're in demand. So we'll have a lot of listings there.
Right. Okay. So aggregate was not a good word. I understand that now. Because like you said, it's a submission process to...
There is a submission process, and we're careful with our artists. We help our artists. If someone shows us something like a page or whatever, right, and they need help, we'll help them. If they need help making their Indiegogo work, we will help them. Aggregators don't do things like that.
Right. Yeah, because aggregators are just there. It's just a link, and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just a link, and then
like
somebody...
Matt Drudge is an aggregator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, somebody will pick something, and then they'll, put the link in there. And, they don't ask the creator. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. Like somebody else that we were just talking about.
Yeah, who shall hopefully remain nameless for the rest of their lives. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
we
one
call
thing.
him Vox Day's pool boy.
I think Ethan.
I like toilet chimp.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
That's good too. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That was on the fly, mate. So.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's see. I will ask. So you were at first indies in general, and now you are specifically only Comic-Gate's indies. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we were never really indies in general. We had a few books, not many. We had a few books that were called CG adjacent. It's a very special word. It's adjacent, and you know, it's a very big word. It's far too many syllables for me, so I said, let's get rid of it.
I'm just wondering, because what if like you're a, you know, not big name creator, and you have a book and you're funding it through Indiegogo, and you don't have an opinion on Comicsgate because you just like don't want to, you know, play with that. Can you still submit though?
Well, the thing is, you know, there's been a lot of controversy, you know, lately in the community about doxing. And we're being more careful about the people, the creators that we have on the website, because we're trying to protect our consumers. You know, we have this is a political movement. And so obviously there's a lot of people on the other side of the politics that want to take advantage of the situation. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm curious about labeling the website a Comicsgate thing, because I feel like that would be lining up a bunch of titles for the anti-people to go through and try to sabotage and stuff by labeling it.
Well, funny you say that, because previously, since the beginning of the site itself, the only books that we had that weren't Comicsgate were Comicsgate adjacent, right? So
yeah, what does Comicsgate adjacent mean? Exactly.
You can't. There's no determination. If you go up to a foaming at the mouth SJW, and you try to explain that you're Comicsgate adjacent, they'll just hear you say Comicsgate.
Yeah.
And then, yes.
No, I'd say what you're trying to say is that even if you don't explicitly say, "Oh, Comicsgate are literally Hitler's," you're automatically Comicsgate.
Right.
So it doesn't really, there is a difference, because there always is, but to them, they're going to go after your project anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you're not on Twitter being a fucking spurg about, you know, all these alt-right Nazis like you're supposed to.
Right.
Right. If you're not towing the line, if you're not, you know, spewing out the proper propaganda, then obviously they're going to take you down. I mean, they take down their own, right?
Yeah.
Look what happened to Coates, right? So really, Comicsgate represents a kind of a fusion of several American political constitutional rights, which enable the creator to do so away from the big two, away from being attacked by SJWs, right? And they have the freedom, the creativity, and the resources and the help in our community to make sales and to begin their careers, or even in the middle of their careers, wherever it should be. You know, it's really an amazing platform for creative artists.
I got a comment. It says, the doctor says, the first creator to dox any backer will never make another dime from anyone. Now, he's right. Also, they don't care about money.
Right.
So that doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, a creator doxing backers? Why would you
there was
do
some
that?
There was some, to give some background, there was a situation where somebody, I'm not going to give them time of day in giving their name, but they said that they were going to get the, quote, list of backers from a creator.
Exactly.
And use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Jean-Luc is telling you that he sort of filters who is put on the site.
Yeah.
Because they don't want them fucking over the people using the site, trying to fund books and
process.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he does this process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I missed that chunk of drama. I didn't realize anybody would be dumb enough to try and.
There was an individual who was talking about it, and the idiot didn't realize they were on stream when he did it. So.
Oh.
And then he claimed that he knew he was on stream. I'm surprised he knew he was wearing loafers. I mean, these people don't seem to know very much about anything at all, let alone humanity or how to conduct business or themselves.
Yeah.
So stupidity is not a word I would really apply to them, more like lobotomized.
Yeah. That's the word for it.
I would definitely. Let's see, Senior Dead Guy, he says, being associated with comics is dangerous, just like what SJWs try to do to Peter Smith. Yeah, he's not even like Comicsgate guy. He's just like,
Exactly.
I want to make.
See, that's what I'm trying to say is you're a target if you're not an SJW, period. You're
Yeah.
automatically Comicsgate. Is that what we're...
Yes.
Yeah,
with
that's the point.
The Indie site is just, instead of coming up with subcategories, if you're not an SJW, you're
Right.
Comicsgate, whether you say so or not.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We don't need the word adjacent because it's absolutely absurd.
Mm-hmm.
If you need this fantasy world to shield you from mummy and daddy taking a piss on your head, then you need to find a new life. Because
What?
that word's not going to help. The word, in other words, the world is not, that word is not going to shield you from
Okay, yeah.
SJWs.
Right.
Yeah, you can flower up however you're trying to. Oh, I'm this, so then that. But they don't care. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter to
the
them.
long
So
form-
why bother?
The long form would be like, back during the Gamergate days when they said, I'm sympathetic to Gamergate, but I'm not Gamergate. No, you just proclaimed yourself Gamergate whether you know it or not, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
So if you're CG adjacent, you're basically saying, I'm SJW, but I want to be here to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
And-
money.
Yeah,
money's
but
nice.
our community, we need to protect our community. We don't want people in there that are pretending they're one thing.
Wrong facts in a story, and they're trying to ruin people's lives. And these guys will do it pretty much to anyone
Mm-hmm.
because
Absolutely.
their name is mentioned
Mm-hmm.
on the internet. That it's the word next to it is racist or homophobe or some bullshit like that. So everyone sees it.
I mean, if I remember correctly, wasn't it like Donald DeLay that he was like not taking a side?
Yeah.
Right.
And he got
He got put in a side essentially.
crucified for it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was obviously on Indicron, and he's a great example. I mean, he came to CG, he got on Indicron, he built himself a career, he had a successful sale on Indiegogo. Where would he be able to do that if not in that environment?
Right.
So it's really, economically and sociologically, culturally, it's a fantastic, incredible phenomena, that is on the cusp of growing to a degree that it's going to be
A cultural just to work. True. But the thing is, what we're trying to, me and Luther are kind of on the same page with this, is that the other side does not care about that.
Yeah, I was going to mention, yes, should there be room for neutrals? Great, yeah, that's fucking fantastic. The problem is, any side that is against one of these gates, be it Gamergate or Comicsgate, they don't care about neutrality. You literally have to be on their side, or you're on the opposing side. Now, I don't.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say it's kind of like the meme, anybody to the right of Stalin,
You're
Yeah.
either with us or against us. That's it.
Yeah.
It's literally how they see the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's no middle ground, or there's no kind of gray area to them. It's just you're a Nazi or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know for Gamergate, I tried to be neutral after I learned more about it because it was, a lot of drama too. It was anti-Gamergate that decided I was Gamergate.
Yeah. Well,
That's how it
that's the
always
point.
and made me kind of go, all right, screw it, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Call me whatever.
and like I said, that exactly happened to Mark Kern during Gamergate.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
You know.
Yeah. Kind of just like my stupid screen name with the Thanos with the fucking your boy Zach haircut on it and race. I'm not actually a racist. I don't believe it.
Mhm.
But because of certain opinions I have and things I say, no matter what
Mhm.
what I actually believe, I am a racist to these people.
but-
I hate blacks and Jews and all that shit. So they're like, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna goof on it. So I'm race from Thanos for right now.
Well, you say, and like I'm reading the chat, like the doctor, he's made some interesting points. I'm not saying I don't disagree with him. He's like, he said, and let the people that want to be neutral find that out for themselves. I understand what you're saying. Granted,
Well, I get that. That's exactly why, the Gamergate example was, they decided I was Gamergate, but their treatment, because they decided I was Gamergate when I wasn't,
kind of put you in the
help
arms
me solidify. Yeah, wow, this is what all these people are dealing with.
But at
Jeez,
the
I guess
same
I
time-
am then.
of- at the same time, and I think all of us could agree here, if somebody is acting in bad faith or has bad behavior, that does, it don't matter if you're on the side. See, for me,
Staying like neutral too is I don't want to have to take a group's opinion if I don't agree with it, in order to be in the group or whatever.
It doesn't like how do you put it? Don't. It's not changing your mind. I'm not saying you become a bot. I'm not saying to with us or against us, because that's an extreme. They do though. That's what I'm kind of getting at. And I'm not saying what you identify is fine. I'm not saying you need to. I don't think Jean-Luc is saying you need to.
Yeah, I think they're thinking that you, at this point, if you're not an SJW, you have to be Comicsgate or whatever, and you can't be neutral. And that's not quite what I think you guys are trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, look, we have so many different types of people in Comicsgate, and so many different types of mindsets and belief structures. I mean, we're not policing any of this. The requirement of being in CG is being a decent human being.
Yeah.
With something to do with comics.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of people in Comicsgate. We've got video makers, we've got coloring book guys, we've got a lot of different people.
Yeah,
people come there. It's a great community. We have a lot of fun, and we're like-minded people in the sense that we have a certain amount of respect for each other and a certain amount of respect for free speech. I don't see anything wrong with that.
But I'm not saying you're not going, like, if somebody submitted, I'm just going to give an example. Let's say if I submit a book and it was asked, "Are you?"
No, not you. That's it. You. I'm sorry. No.
Oh yeah, me, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't accept.
Tony, get the fuck out of my office right now.
If somebody like you, but not you. Okay.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like, you asked the question, like, "Are you?" If the question was asked, "Are you Comicsgate?" and you say, "Well, I'm not involved one way or another." You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't have an opinion about that. You get what I'm saying?
Then why would they want to be? Why would they want to be on Indicron?
Okay,
that is kind of a good question.
That's a fair point.
I think that would throw up your Spidey sense that this guy may not be what he's saying he is.
Well,
right, because
that, but like
people don't come to Indicron unless they want to.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay,
I mean, why would you? It's like joining a hockey team and you can't skate. I mean,
the Indicron is it's definitely very pro Comicsgate. So why would you go to it if you weren't about that?
Yeah, why would
it's
you
like
do
going
that?
to a Chinese restaurant. Like, I fucking hate Chinese food. It was like, well, why you go to the Chinese restaurant?
Right. So, and then getting pissed when they serve you Chinese food.
Yeah, you get an egg roll, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I didn't come here for egg rolls. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So it seems interesting because I sort of get where our chat is coming from, because you're talking about Indicron being very specifically Comicsgate centric, which I think is fine.
Central hub, yes.
They seem to have this idea, which I'm just going to say, chat, fucking retarded. That just because it's Comicsgate centric does not mean that you have to be Comicsgate to. I don't. It seems that a couple people in our chat have this idea that you're trying to be the opposite version of the SJWs, which I don't think you're doing. You're just creating something that's it's just supposed to be centric for people who have similar ideation to what Comicsgate is supposed to be about, which is very nebulous, just like fucking Gamergate was. So I don't understand what the issue is.
Right.
But I do think it's kind of dumb to immediately start going into this I don't know. It almost seems like they're trying to accuse you of gatekeeping or some shit, which I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No, I think what it is that if an indie would like to get help too and this and that, not liking the idea that they have to be labeled Comicsgate in order to get the
an indie
help for indies.
An indie wouldn't come to Indicron for help because, again, it's a CG site, right? It's affiliate. We're on Indiegogo. We deal with the CG creators, the pros. They wouldn't come to Indicron because they would be labeled CG. The SJWs would label them CG, and they like, oh, we don't want to be labeled that, and we're going to get in trouble. And I'm like, okay, well, then, you don't want to be here, do you? And they're like, no, we don't. And I'm saying, okay, have a good time.
Yeah, Jean-Luc, he's not saying he would just reject them out of hand right away. It's,
No.
it's
but
that they
who
would
besides game-
automatically get called Comicsgate if they came to him.
Yeah.
Regardless
they
of
would.
what the book could be about, fucking gay Hispanic people, in a Muslim country and whatever, some weird shit, whatever.
Yeah, it can be whatever they want. I mean, the point is that, they go and they read the forms, and the form says, do you realize, I'm paraphrasing, but do you realize, if you're here, you're Comicsgate, and people may treat you as if you're Comicsgate.
Jean-Luc is sort of giving you like the warning, like, look, if you're going to come here, you're going to get called Comicsgate, so you better get the fuck over it.
Yeah, because all the books that you're surrounded by, you put your book on there on Indicron, and all the books around you are Comicsgate. They're very well known. You've got Ethan Van Sciver and Mike Miller. You've got these books that have made $500,000, and they're threatening the industry. They're threatening to take over the margin from the big two. Everyone knows these books. So if you're on that site, you're Comicsgate.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing, was that the Doctor
The Doctor, yeah, on our
the Doctor is saying it should be Comicsgate Cron instead of Indie-Cron, because Indie-Cron implies that it's just indies, not indies affiliated under a certain
Yeah, I'm
flag.
so happy. I'm so happy you said that. That's absolutely brilliant, because I completely believe so as well, and I'm working on that.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that part of the?
You heard it here first.
Okay.
Well, then
So you
problem solved.
well, there now everybody can calm down.
Okay, you lads
Game
have
over,
gotten,
baby. Game over.
You lads have gotten your answer pretty much here.
Yeah.
That-
There you go.
You're
Thank
saying,
you, Stop about it.
Yeah, it still is a, either submit your stuff or you don't. But if you submit your stuff, it's getting associated with Comicsgate.
Yeah, I mean, how can I stop that? I can't control the world. I can't control all the SJWs, and they go, "Oh my God, Ethan Van Sciver's on that site. You must be Comicsgate," and then they shoot you in the head.
Well,
I
you
mean,
say,
how can I stop them?
They tell you, instead, how do you stop it or embrace it? Right? It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, I mean, I can't stop it, so I'm going to embrace it. It works. It makes money. It's out of all the decades that indie comics has attempted to achieve something. Right. What have they achieved? What have they gotten? Not very much.
Doctor, I don't think you understood what just happened a few minutes ago. That's what he's doing. He's getting.
Yeah,
he's telling you he's changing the name, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my problem.
We're trying to be a little coy, kind of, but he's fucking changing the name of the site. It's going to be Comics something Gate or whatever. Yeah.
You can stop spurging out at any
It might
point.
be Alligator. I don't know. Alligator.
Well, see, will it be
oh my God.
the interior? Will it be the interior crocodile?
I was just gonna make somehow I could work in that fucking song, but it's like I can't do it.
Hey man,
The background is all going to be alligator skin on the.
That's fucking Florida Man site right there for you, Cab.
That's still better than JDA's.
It's still going to look better, yeah.
Yeah. And now he can have that name all to himself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That'll separate. Too.
Is that part of why you're changing it? Because to get away from Spurg over there trying to ape your shit?
I can't go too much into it right now because we're still working on it. But we have to set ourselves apart from those in the world who have lost their way and taken it upon themselves to cause injury to the innocent. So
what we're saying is that, John, if you ever listen, you need Jesus.
Yeah,
and
he needs Jesus Christ in his life,
and not the deity that you claim is Jesus. When you say, this, we mean actual Jesus. Like, go and have a come and. I had a boss one time, and it was the funniest thing I ever heard. He said he was kind of in a conversation with a coworker, and he says, and that we had a come to Jesus meeting. The only problem is I wanted to meet her at the altar, and she wanted to meet me at the river.
That's some North Carolina shit, dude.
No, that's some Baptist shit. That's what.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you say North Carolina.
but essentially, she's saying that I wanted to work this out, and she wanted to drown me. That was kind of
kind
of the idea. But
I've had that experience, so yeah.
And it was usually a woman involved, wasn't it?
Always.
Yeah. Watch out for people like Piper, because they.
Yeah, they are awful people. Is what we're saying.
See, Mata says at Fuzzgiggity. I keep saying Fuzzgig, and I'll tell you why in a minute. At
God
Fizzgiggity,
damn it.
I'm calling you Fizzy because the full name confuses me.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine. You can
Just
do
call her
that.
Piper. She goes by Piper. It's okay.
Call her
you
dumb
could
bitch.
just-
You can call her whatever. Honestly.
That's mean.
So let's take a look.
That was me.
Let's take a look.
Piper,
at
you
the-
act like you haven't met me before. Mean is my like. I'm just saying.
I'm
Mean's
just
like my-
messing, man. I have my own like dedicated group of bullies to keep me in line. It's good. You're one of them. It's fine.
You know, okay. Before I go to the amazing put together website of Mr. Delarose,
Oh God,
I have a question.
I'm so happy I can't see that.
No, I got to ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you believe in meme communism?
Meme communism.
Basically,
The controlling of memes.
well, our idea is like, you know, the actual what communism is supposed to be, the sharing of, you know, everybody, it's a
Right.
community, you know.
Right.
So the joke is like Piper. We made a little banner thing where it said, because Piper always getting in trouble on the internet, right?
Mhm.
And in fact, our biggest growth was because she got into an argument with Infamous, and and
Who doesn't?
well, true. But so we made a meme on it. You know, it was our logo, and it said, "Piper, what did you do this time?" You know, that's like kind of like and today in Piper, what did you do this time? And so she comes on tonight and she asks, "Guys, is it okay if I use that on my website?" It's like, yes, Piper, yes, you may. You didn't have to ask for permission because, you know, memes are free.
Well, and here's the thing that I told her that I thought was funniest about it. Piper, you're affiliated with fucking Graded Point 5. It's a Graded Point 5 thing. Yes, you can fucking use it.
Okay, look, I'm a graphic designer. I am freaking. It's ingrained not to use.
It's a meme, woman.
Yeah, but it's still. It's. I'm
No.
because it's a. Well,
no,
to
still.
me, it was a logo graphic.
I
and
mean, yeah,
so-
it is.
So,
But it's
yeah,
some shit
see?
that I slapped together in like an hour. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
You're good.
but it's ingrained in me to ask for permission before using other people's shit.
Well, that's gay.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
you
it's
should
stuck in
never-
there, man. Blame
You should never
school.
dispute with. You should never dispute with any woman who wants to ask permission.
You bring up a good point.
You are based in Red Pill, my man.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
All right, the matter. He says, what the hell is meme communism? All right, here's my basic for meme communism is that's it.
Yeah.
Don't put your fucking watermark. I mean, you can do it if you want, but if it's funny, I guess. But
Yeah, then you get made fun of if you do it.
yeah, you're gonna get made fun of if you put a watermark on your meme.
Don't issue a DMCA on your meme. That's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, no. Like if I've done all kinds of shit. People have used it before, and I see it pop up in other places I never expected. I don't care. That's funny. That's meme communism.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or memes are Creative Commons. That's the best way to put it. You know, just
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we just call it meme communism because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because we're a bunch
Well, I
of
mean,
than
as long
actual
as it
communism.
looks like a fucking meme, then I share the shit out of it and stuff. And I have shit floating around
You
out
said-
there that I made that looks like memes. But
Piper, I have a question.
yours
is
is
a-
technically a logo.
What does a meme look like?
What?
What is a meme? A meme is just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a logo, but the logo's intention
Put
is
the
to be
logos in it, god damn it.
Yeah.
Look, okay.
Like-
Let me settle this. I am the owner of Graded Point 5. Okay. You can use anything that is related to Graded Point 5 because you're a part of Graded Point 5. Okay.
Well, yeah,
All right.
I've been using the shit out of it now.
All right, then,
But
settle,
I
settle.
asked first, god damn it.
Settled. I don't care.
We're really seeing the depths of Piper's autism right now.
Yes. Oh, but
What is so wrong with asking to make sure I can
we are. Look.
Oh.
Okay.
download a fucking logo that I didn't
Let me
make?
nip
It's
this
not
in the
mine.
bud too. We are dunking on you and making fun of you, but it was fine. It's whatever.
No, it's what I
Yeah,
just found funny
I
about-
get that though.
I'm trying to answer your question, Piper. What's funny about it? There's nothing wrong with you asking to use it. It would be something I would appreciate if you were somebody not affiliated with the site. But because you're affiliated with the site, there is a like blanket okayness with you using something that I make or somebody else makes.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it funny. Because
the blanket of okay makes it funny.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I get it. Being polite is hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's literally okay. Let me go back to the JDA thing that the meme that he made earlier with the
Oh joy!
It's the picture of John Luke saying, "I made this," and then John, JDA's, "You made this," and he's holding it for a minute, and it changes his logo and said, "I made this," and see, okay, that's now a meme.
See, that I would steal the fuck out of because there ain't.
Well, no, actually, it's got two logos.
None of your shit on the. Yeah, that's true. It's got two logos on it. I
don't
care about the one.
Don't skip the part where his eyes flare.
Oh yeah, the eye flare.
I made this.
He's like, the realization.
I made this 6 months after it was launched.
Exactly.
So let's look at this dog shit. I mean, this wonderful site. Let me refresh it because people got to see that animation.
Yeah, the animation.
That's amazing. But the animation from what year is that? 2002 or something? I don't know. What the?
Dude, that's from the 90s.
That when I loaded the page, that was the first fucking thing I commented. I was like, "What the hell is this animation bullshit on here?"
You know what that is, right? People who put that type of animation, who use that type of animation, are basically perverts. These people, they're just so enamored by themselves that they think that the most gregarious, asinine, moving object that you unfortunately can't stop, that herky jerks its way across your lap, is something that they need to profoundly display to everyone.
You're saying they're like virtually waving their dick in your face.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like, look what I did. Look what I did. Look at this stupid shit that I did in it that a 5-year-old child could do. Look at this. Looks bad, doesn't it? Looks bad, right?
Oh, wait. I just came to a realization. Hey, Cab.
What's that?
Cab.
What?
You know how earlier you said you were learning the code?
Yeah.
And then this site just suddenly pops up?
Are you trying to say that I might be low-key responsible for this?
I'm asking what's going on there, big guy.
Yeah, dude,
Look,
this is
it was my first page. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, okay, so you're saying as time goes on, it'll get better, is what you're saying. Okay.
Or it could be we purposely trained him wrong as a joke kind of thing. Or you make it bad on purpose just to fuck with John.
Yeah. Now, I think the other thing that kind of bothers me about this. There's
such a huge list of those things, aren't there?
Oh yeah, but like I said, this is going to be the alpha and omega of dunk streams. So whatever.
Oh God.
Okay, even even on GeoCities, right? Even on GeoCities, when you scroll down, the background went with it. It literally goes from that thing that they had to black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's the best site on the internet right now.
Yeah, obviously.
I like that the background. It's still it's not static, but they fucking couldn't make it to like scroll the entire thing.
Right.
It's just a header.
Yeah, exactly.
The nightmare really ensues when you begin to realize that an individual paid good money to another individual to make it look like a defunct MySpace.
Maybe he just really hates John.
I think there's some underlying truth in what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of underlying, Michael Beacon says that logo makes me think he has a Sonic the Hedgehog OC.
Yeah, that's what I started.
When that comes out, I can hear the fucking Sega Genesis yelling Sega.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I know Josh is watching. Josh Super Nerdland. We need that. I want this animation. I'm gonna reload the page again.
You want that for the Grade 5 logo?
And when it drops, I want it to go Sega.
Yeah, we need a 3-second clip of this.
Yeah.
Now, what you have to do is you have to pick it up, take it to the other room. You have to pick it up and take it to the other room, flash your eyes, and then realize you made this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, like that. Josh said, no, maybe.
This is important business right now.
Yeah, you were. This is how memes are made, my friends.
Yeah, this is, and then when it gets made, anyone could use it because we're meme communists.
Exactly.
Just make
That's
it
the
where
stuff of
the
memes.
graded 0.5 does that, falling down in front of the
Oh yeah, like we're destroying it, like.
the back. Yeah, the background of the logo. Leave it alone and just make graded 0.5 fall down like that.
That's what I thought. The background, it straight up looks like a splash screen. That's what.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I'm thinking, should I select my character? What's going on?
Go play some fight bands on your Genesis.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's owned by a character, so we can say that much.
That screen makes me want to pull out the cartridge and blow on it.
Yeah. This
Put it back in.
my game's glitching here. What's going on?
Yeah, it's not working right. These graphics suck.
Yeah, especially when you scroll down, because all of a sudden it just disappears, starts clipping away. What's going on here?
Yeah,
I like how among all of these graphics, they a gray square, a plain gray square slapped in there.
Yeah.
They
it's
put
With all the
textures on
bullshit in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
everything
textures
else
and all
has
kinds of-
textures.
Yeah, everything's texturized, and they got bolts and shit. It's like a metal frame, and then it's just a fucking gray background.
You think they were trying to be like high tea on this? They were trying to look how high tea we are with these nuts and bolts and metal and blues.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like we're at a workshop and we're flexing in front of the mirror and shit like that.
I mean, are you guys trying to say this isn't the most high tea website you've ever seen?
I mean,
trying to say it's probably the gayest.
I mean, in Cab, you do know about gay shit, so.
I mean, I get paid to draw it, so yeah.
But you have to remember that this was authorized by a genius,
true.
right?
I forgot.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is that dude? Can you imagine John sitting there? He's looking at this, and then the Indicron thing comes. That logo comes down like Sega Genesis, and he's like, "Yeah, that's fucking awesome."
I wonder
I'm
if he
trying to imagine him describing this to somebody for them to make it.
Yeah, you fucking nailed it.
You think he was grooving to some rad 80s music, who's doing it? Like, yeah.
It was a soundtrack to fucking Top Gun. When he was playing, when he was doing that.
And was he wearing?
Wayne?
Yeah, but I got one question: do you think he was wearing aviators when he was viewing it?
Oh, of course.
look at this.
I mean, he's probably wearing aviators right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because his
Wait, I'm
fingers-
disappointed with the
face.
fact. I'm disappointed with the fact that there's an idea I have for the site that we can never do.
Yeah.
I want to have it when every people go to the site. Fucking Thunder starts playing, and it makes me sad because we can't ever fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking distraught right now.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I mean, is that what John is? Is he a young gun with a quick fuse?
He's not very young.
No, he's not. He's older than us, dude. I think.
Yeah. This site is made by
There's
Zero.
and he doesn't look very quick. Let's put it like
I was
that.
gonna say he's so fucking fat. He doesn't do anything quick.
Mm-hmm.
Can we address the writing in the?
Okay, yeah. What's up with this? It's like
Because that bothers me a lot too.
For one thing,
a lot.
Oh gosh, I gotta take my glasses off. They're so. It's hurting my
Something,
eyes.
something, and then teeny weeny the rest of the sentence.
Yeah, we can't.
Wow.
We can't see any of your. And then of course, I like this whole. Look, son, we're doing a show. Get out
Oh
of here.
hey, it's Piper's child.
Yeah, hold on.
His child likes to jump in on her stream sometimes and just
Did you just fucking misgender me?
I said,
God
her.
damn it!
Piper, you're barely a woman. Come on, let's be real.
But I'm
Get
looking.
the fuck out! Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
What was the other?
He's hardcore bullying your kid right
Yeah,
now.
she's had Child Protective Services call her multiple times. It's okay. Don't worry.
It's fine.
Okay, let's see.
I think that website is having an effect on her.
Yeah.
The website.
It's so bad that you want to abuse your kids.
Yeah. Well, it's giving me an aneurysm, man. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital.
If you watch that opening screen of the gate coming down too many times, it produces seizures.
Oh, it needs a damn warning on it, doesn't it?
It needs a serious warning.
It's like this may produce epileptic seizures. Also, it may make you irrationally angry of how fucking bad it is.
Yeah.
I need to.
This may lower your IQ factor by 20.
I need to repeat something that our lad Caleb said in the chat. So, to be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Indicron. Talking about this one website, the brushed metal texture is extremely subtle, and without a solid grasp of, I can't pronounce that word, skeuomorphism. Most of the design will go over your head, go over the typical reader's head. The site is too intelligent for us, is what.
Yeah, that's might be.
I mean, obviously.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
Vox, they probably like, look, dude, this is what you got to do.
I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at this, right? And the whole thing is like at the bottom of this quote article. This is our first indie comic news. You literally just listed comics that came out this week.
I mean, that's news, right?
Now, when you said aggregator, this is actually an aggregator.
This would be more. I claim at an aggregator, right? But then they got this thing up here saying submit your project.
Right.
But they just put shit. This is where we're sort of getting into like dunking on them for, because
and granted,
apparently you don't really need to submit it.
I'm sure Crystal is appreciating the controversy because it has garnered her some more attention for her project, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, it got her $5 more from.
Raise from John Delarose, yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
Of course, she had to suffer very long for it, but $5, man.
Yeah, just another copy, right?
There you go.
Oh, and of course, I love how this was so, they were trying to, like, when they put this up, it was so funny because the number one thing is this: Madeline Holly Rosen launches her newsstand steampunk something. I can't read it because it's so small. And then number two, John Delarose launches his direct to Amazon.
Yeah, I'm sure people are just beating down Google trying to search for John Delarose's direct Amazon sales.
Yeah,
everyone in the mental ward.
We need to track his sales to state facilities. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, if you wanna know something funny, there's somebody in here right now, Jean-Luc, who has purchased Flying Sparks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, fucking too, because it fucking sucked.
Jesus.
Now, okay. To be fair, it's not like goddess mode bad because nothing can be. But the problem, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the problem with Flying Sparks is everything that is done in that comic I've seen done before, and I've seen it done better.
Are you?
But I forgot.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I forgot that he invented the concept of a female hero and a male villain who fall in love.
It's absolutely absurd. There's one panel where the criminal is fighting her, and he says something, and then she looks at him and goes, "No, you." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, that's brilliant storytelling. What are you talking about?
Is this dialogue? Is this literally dialogue, or what? It sounds like my teenage sister.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
I've noticed something about this the site. There doesn't seem to be any frogmen.
And that's a very good point.
Yeah, I thought he didn't care about
frogman bad, huh?
Politics and I remember one of his like selling points, which I found funny, was that we actually also show Kickstarter projects, and I saw that Pixel Trader last night said, yeah, we can do that too, but most indie comics want to put it on Indiegogo, so.
Right. Well, CG just naturally goes to Indiegogo all the time.
Right. Yeah, because it's been a much more hospitable platform with less chance of it being taken down by idiots. Because
the SJWs won't let you go to Kickstarter, and they'll fight and debate until Kickstarter kicks you off.
Which I find funny. I want to say I know Vox got kicked off. Was it Indiegogo he got kicked off?
I think it was, Indiegogo. He tried to do Indiegogo. He likes to emulate everything Ethan does, but he just does it unconsciously and wrong.
Right. I know he did that, and I think a while back he tried to do something on Kickstarter, and of course failed miserably because.
Yeah.
The
failures are so entertaining. I'll give it that much.
Yeah. But yeah, this just like the whole thing is like I'm surprised they didn't just like ape your entire style. with the colors and everything like that. At least they tried to do something, some different colors, I guess. I don't know.
They spun that color wheel until it landed on something else. What are you saying?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't think they put too much thought to it. Just blue.
What's the opposite of red? Blue. No, it's not. Who cares? Darts.
Yeah, I mean, this is a professional website builder. Supposedly, they were on a stream together, and he asked. I won't say his name. The web designer asked the other gentleman next to him, and he says, "If she asked you to take the book down, will you do it?" And he acted like he was concerned. This is the web designer. He was concerned. I go, oh, well, I mean, I hadn't seen the site. And I say, well, at least the web designer has some sort of moral issue, has some morality. And JDS says, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to take it down. And then the website, and then he had to stumble and he figured out, oh, okay, wait, I'm just the web designer, so I don't really care what you do. He says, I'm just getting paid. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, getting paid for this?
Right.
You should say, you need to talk to that guy. Like, how'd you do it, dude? That's pretty fucking awesome.
How did you con JDA so badly? I mean, he's a genius.
I would say this web designer is a fucking madman.
What did they say?
Yeah, he's insane. He's like, I'm just going to drag this shit off of my shit folder, and I'm just going to slap it into this website, giving my money. And that's what happened.
Do you think like the first version was just a bunch of like clip art?
Oh, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I think this is clip art. I think this is animated clip art.
This is like those certain programs that give you like the demo of what something looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just that, and then they typed in Indicron and said, "Got him."
Yeah. Now this is the modern equivalent. If you were to start learning programming now, as opposed to, I don't know, when programming first started, and you'd have to type in "Hello World."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now when you do graphics for a graphics company, they give you the most simplest, the most retarded first thing you need to learn. Drop this gate. And then you do that. Yeah, that's I think what he did. He probably had it from his high school programming class.
Yeah, I think somebody in the chat said this was like something they made. This is something like something they made in 2002.
Yeah.
No, this is some 1990. This is 90 shit.
This might be slightly.
Yeah, somebody mentioned it looked something they made in 1998.
Yeah, and this is honestly like 1995.
Hold on. This Krindler guy says delete sample text. This is exactly what this thing kind of comes off as, like those memes that have like word, the top phrase and then back to is bottom text.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is like a for real version of that.
Like delete sample text and type Indicron.
Yeah,
that'll be $500. I almost like because
makes perfect sense.
I had to shill for our friend Josh, who's on Super Nerdland in the chat. I had to shill for him a little bit, and hey, John, you can hire him. He would give you a much better experience.
Yeah, he actually knows what he's doing for the most part. I mean, he's not like perfect or anything, but he's a hell of a lot better than GeoCities 1999 over here.
I want to.
Oh yeah, are they?
It's not. It's
I don't know.
Fireface.
That said website by Fireface Independent, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Usually, if it has a WordPress template, it says it on.
Yeah, it'll say that's WordPress.
Well, some people, I tell you,
but it does look more like a GeoCities or a Wix type of free website to me.
Yeah, so I'm showing everybody on the stream this so they don't have to go to it.
Fucking Michael Beacon says, I would have to put some Cold Steel. Cold Steel is the best Hedgehog Nothing personnel kit.
And as Seth said, WordPress templates are better than that. This is true. That's
they're much better.
Yeah. They actually look pretty professional.
I got somebody checking the source code right now. We're gonna find out what's going on.
Yeah, we got John. He's gonna check the source. Yeah, dude. If he finds out it's like a fucking template, and John got ripped off for like $500.
I hope John got ripped off.
Yeah, John, I made it is WordPress. I knew it.
Oh no, that is a WordPress one. Really? Damn.
Yes.
That's a bad WordPress one.
That is the worst WordPress ever.
Wow.
Which makes it embarrassing.
That must be one of the WordPress that one from so long ago, and they somehow forgot to delete it from the options, and it's there.
You have to. Josh is right. You have to work to make WordPress look that bad.
Yeah,
It
the
takes
standard,
effort to make it look that shitty.
I was going to say the standard template, for
Better
WordPress,
than that, yeah.
it looks a lot better than
I think we're underestimating the genius here.
Yeah.
Somehow
Yeah.
he found something that was so horrifically bad. He managed to bypass all the things that are so superior and so easily accessible. And he found this thing somewhere in the garbage. A landfill, an Atari landfill somewhere. And he reaches into this dung pile and he pulls this out and he goes, "Eureka!"
You mean he pushed aside the fucking ET cartridge?
Exactly.
So he
10,000
paid
ET
somebody to go through WordPress and dig up the worst WordPress template ever.
Exactly.
Wow.
And if you know anything about WordPress, you know
Yeah.
that the biggest horror of WordPress is going through all the fucking templates, right?
Yeah.
You're like, this is a nightmare. I'm never going to be able to pick which one. So somewhere he has a list there. He goes, the world's worst WordPress. And then he clicks it and he comes up with this.
And the thing
The
is,
site design came with a free copy of ET Atari.
Yeah, exactly.
no, I think you would have to pay for the ET Atari game to get this. Like, and
You
get
know,
this free.
the thing is, it's kind of, I wouldn't say, it's sort of wearing me down. I'm kind of digging it in like a, I think this is John's version of The Room.
The escape room.
Yeah.
It's the bloody escape room. You have to escape from the website once the gate goes down.
That's a good point.
That's what I think it is. I think that's what it is, mate.
It
And
just
it's
came
genius.
It just came from a cereal box. That's good.
Uh-oh. Josh has got some breaking news. The way it gets better. What's he got with us this time?
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is good when you have a webmaster who's a good friend.
Yeah, when you have actual
Yeah.
nerds that you know, they
They
can.
are using a theme called Astra.
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 You know what I want to know?
Hmm?
I want to know if the coder, and I use that word loosely,
Right.
I want to know if the coder put his name on the bottom of the website.
And the
The
theme,
theme literally looks better by default.
so the default looks better than the actual.
Yes, I'm looking at the default Astro theme. It looks 10 times better than shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me a screenshot of that. I'm gonna put that up here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. See if I can find one real quick.
Yeah, even Caleb's like, but the Astra theme actually looks good.
Well, it's like I said
Holy
down
shit.
here, what it says, website by Fireplace Independent.
So
it
so they put their name there with pride.
Yeah. I hope it's just simply like, lol, I ripped this guy off.
Right?
It's like, dude, do you realize
Maybe.
I made like $1,000 off this idiot.
My
Gave him the shittiest
fucking
Oh,
website
yeah.
I could give him.
At least 1,000, at least.
All right, it's in the
It's in a thing.
stream linking. I'm gonna put that in there. You'll see it.
All right.
This-
Is it
This
loading?
is all template.
That's it?
I believe so.
That does look better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's fairly. So there's a couple like versions of the
Mhm.
the basic version, but it looks infinitely better than
Okay,
that
so
shit.
there is the base. That's what it would look like
Yeah.
as a base website. Okay, it's on the stream now.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what it's supposed to look like.
That
The
And
fuck?
somehow they turned it into fucking Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Wow.
Oh wait, let's see here. Okay. Oh, looks better on default.
Caleb says it costs $60 for the basic version.
So,
Wow.
so this
Well
guy
then.
paid for the basic version and then modified it and probably charged John a shitload more.
Well, here's the thing. There's also a pro version.
Mm-hmm.
This
think.
would not be the pro version.
I'm willing to bet it isn't. Let's see what the pro version looks
I like
like.
that. So they paid money to make it worse. Yeah. Let's see. Michael Beacon has a message. He says, for you, John. He says, I remember seeing JDA say he'd make something so much better than Indicron. I'm sorry, John, but this one is far more entertaining.
I might have to agree with that. I mean, I'm having a good laugh.
Yeah. It's like, I've
Stuff and personnel.
That's- That's why, like, I called it. It's John's the room. Tommy Wiseau's room.
Oh my god.
John Delaroz's IndieCron.
Okay, thanks to I'm gonna put some other since some lads are showing me source code now. Yeah, Astra theme, CSS, Astra theme. Yeah, so it's definitely the Astra theme. And then to prove it, there's the admin for it. Open link. Let me zoom in on that. Yep. IndieCron.
Oh, so Josh got you the source code?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what he was looking at.
Yeah. So it's showing like IndieCron.com, it's got the, WordPress admin, all that stuff. So he literally, I'm sure, because John only gets high quality, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
When you think of high quality, you think of John Delaroz.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the first thing that comes to my mind,
unconscious.
like Bugatti, Mercedes, John Delaroz.
Maserati,
Yeah.
John Delarose.
Yeah. I mean, when I think of like the top, the top websites on the YouTube, I mean on the internet, I think Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, IndieCron with a Y. It's just.
I want it
I
to be
like that one. I like it when you say IndieCron with a Y, as in why?
Yeah.
How the
Why?
fuck would you do this?
What?
Why did you do
isn't
this?
isn't why God why?
Why, dear Lord? Why?
Mhm. As,
Please help me.
as Josh says in the chat, I mean, no shame in WP and using pre-made themes to customize. I do that shit, but good Lord, don't make it worse.
You made a good basic WordPress template look like fucking GeoCities nightmare
Yeah.
and
So-
got paid to do it.
I was
That's
gonna say-
fucking what the fuck?
I was going to say, at first I was going to say, John, fire the guy who made your website, but I'm taking that back. John, give him a bonus because
Yeah.
this
This took effort.
is top quality shit right here.
You know what it was then? You know what it was then?
Mhm.
There's a good chance that it was just John going, all right, so here's what I want.
Mhm.
I want
Oh,
this bitchin' fucking to come falling down. It's going to be sweet.
I want it to be,
Yeah.
Make things look like riveted steel. It's going to be awesome.
and I want it to be edgy as fuck.
Because I will tell you, as a designer working with some climates, wow, some clients, you are sitting there shaking your head like, oh my god, my name's going. Shit.
I bet John was sitting there like, yeah, can you put fucking like flames in the back? And the guy's like, no, John, no, we can't do that.
Right?
You're only paying me $500 for this shit.
I'm just like, I'm looking at the submissions for each site. I'm looking at the real IndieCron's site, and
With the IE.
with the IE, the hard IE.
It's very hard. Yes.
But I like you got different forms for submission and things like that. Current campaign, upcoming, creative profiles, things like that. Go back
Right.
to the true IndieCron and
IndieCron Prime over here.
IndieCron on fire.
yeah.
It's just give your email.
Yes, it's to submit your Indigo campaign, Kickstarter campaign, your name, email address, and message. It'd be like, hey.
I'll submit something and I'll be like, my name, Cab, my email address,
dude,
Cab,
submit
Cab.
somebody else's. Go find somebody like on Kickstarter and submit that shit. Just do it.
I'll submit it as Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah, submit
And then in the message, I'll do it like in that weird passive aggressive, like kind of like cadence that Ethan does sometimes when he's goofing on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll write it in that like tone.
Like,
Good idea.
hey, John, could you submit this? Can I submit this to your website, buddy?
And then I'll have, what do you think, John Mallon? And then I'll put like in quotes, like John Mallon will be like, yeah, it's good.
Good idea, Ethan.
Good idea, Ethan.
Great idea, Ethan.
I like Krendel. I want Lich King meets Shadow the Hedgehog. That's what he told the guy.
Super edgy. I mean, that's like if you start throwing. I mean, Shadow was one thing. You start throwing Lich King on that. That's just like edgy.
That's too edgy for me, baby.
Yeah.
The web designer did mess up when he left out.
Oh,
the
yeah.
gifs of half naked chicks
The
with
submission.
flamethrower guitars.
The submission thing is the actual Astra.
Oh, so it flips over to it?
No, it's like it's still got like the dumb shit up here.
No, it's still got the dumb shit, but
the
that is
actual-
what that's
I mean,
the template
Are you looking
for the most part.
Are you looking at the stream, Cab?
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh, they didn't put it like in fucking steel barriers and
No, they didn't even like
fucking
make
barbed wire and shit.
They didn't
and
make the background dark or anything. They're just like, okay, just make it whatever. Send message. I like it. Send message, not submit project. It's like send message.
Yeah.
You're just sending him. You're sending John a fucking love note. Is what's going on.
I'm gonna tell John straight up. That's the submission form thing. I want fucking Hulk Hogan playing the guitar with the Star Spangled Banner playing and fireworks going off in the background. That fucking gif. I want that
submitted
behind there right now.
I actually kind of just want to
enough.
go and submit a bunch of shit to it now.
Yeah, just I mean, he said, remember the whole thing. He said, I'll take everybody except for people who don't like me, which is
I'll take anything.
yeah.
I'll take anything at all. Just send me your monkeys drawings.
Yeah.
Well, he literally did take everything because the thing is,
he took it from
how much
somebody
of the shit on his site is actually like people actually submitted? Because apparently not all of it, because Crystal didn't submit shit.
Yeah, he was
right.
I mean, I honestly think what he did, he took looking at the site, and I kind of did some precursory looking. He took like some of of course, he put his own project up there because
yeah, of course,
the closed project that nobody can buy anymore, which is kind of hilarious. And I'm not saying some of these folks are good, good people. I've talked to them before, but you could tell he literally took them from your site and put like the lower end ones up there.
Yeah,
I think what he did is he went through the sites and picked out the people that he either didn't like, which is like Ethan or John Mallon, and then picked people he either likes or doesn't really know anything about.
Yeah,
and thinks they won't bitch about it.
Yeah,
and picked them out and said, "Oh yeah, I'll put them. I'm fucking John Rose. I'm the man."
Because according to what the guy in our chat, Seth, said earlier, Seth got blocked by John because. Okay, Seth, if you're still there, tell me if I'm telling this right. You talked to him about like taking down, Crystal's link on his site, and he literally said, "I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to be bullied." See, that's the thing. He has a victim mentality.
Absolutely, yeah.
This comes to where we thought he was like fucking like playing a jokey poo on us, but turns out it's like no, he's actually doing this for real.
Yeah.
Well, the problem here is, I mean, say something about this. The problem here is that JDA is actually the one who bullies people. He bullies women. Mm-hmm. He has a history of doing this. And I've spoken to these women, and they're scared to come forward.
Sorry. We're joking in the chat, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
No, I said go ahead. You continue. We were just laughing at what they're doing in the chat here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm saying I've spoken to these women, and we're trying to bring these women together, so that they can feel comfortable coming out and telling their stories about what JDA has done to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real.
Yeah. Are you saying John respects women? So what's going on?
I think he respects certain aspects of them, emphasis on us, but I think that he's an abusive character. I think he likes to abuse women. Yeah, I could be wrong.
He definitely likes to abuse the fact that he's slightly less white. I'm not gonna go out and say he's not, fucking Cheech Marin over here, but that's the one thing. That's one thing that I always like. That's what I thought was like a joke. It's like, oh, you saying this to a Hispanic creator, and that's what me and Wayne were thinking. Like this, he's playing he's flipping the script on people that do this shit all the time.
We thought it was a bit, because I've seen that bit before. It's like I've seen a lot of conservative women do that. It's like, oh, you're talking to me as a woman, you're saying this, stuff like that, and it's like, basically flipping the script on, the outrage kind of thing.
Right.
And they usually don't mean it. They don't really care kind of thing. It's just like, I'm just playing the bit because, to show how hypocritical they are about that bullshit. We thought that's what he was doing, but then we were like, no, he's actually really outraged here.
He's actually like for real using the fact that he's a brown man over here to
Oh my god. So Michael Beacon in chat just said they call him Queso Blanco.
Ooh, that was a good one. Good one.
That's great.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm showing there's been some submissions to a site that I've just been made aware of. This one, the name is Cold Steel, and their email address. I hope you don't mind me doxing you, Cold Steel. It's shadow@nothingpersonnel.kid. And their message is, yes, can I have my project on your shitty GeoCities abortion of a site?
Well, he'll say yes.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, okay. So,
I mean, if your name is Cold Steel, that means you're automatically rad as fuck. So why not?
Yeah. Well, he's going to put it on there whether he wants it or not. So,
this one was submitted by. This is a submission by Ethan Van Skyver. Ethan Van Skyver at ethanvanskyver.com. And it says, "Nice GeoCities site you got here, mate, and salute."
Excellent.
I wonder if people
site, do not steal. Damn it.
The funny thing is, I wonder if he'll try to respond to these emails. He'd be like, "I'm gonna tell you something. You motherfuckers are gonna pay. You are the ones who are the ball lickers."
Dude, that'd be so funny if he writes like 7-paragraph fucking email, then realizes the email goes to nowhere.
It's just, this is getting funnier and funnier as the night goes on. I swear.
Might be our best stream ever.
I think you're right. What do you think, John Mayne? I think it's good, Ethan. Yeah, we have shitty impressions.
I think it's very good.
Yeah, we have shitty impressions of some of these some guys we've seen on streams, like Cabo at like Ethan, and he'll say, "What do you think, John Malin?" I was like, Ethan.
I love doing the Ethan voice. You have to set it up as like a really super like super racist super chat.
Because he gets accused of being a racist, right? So we just say like from Sig Heil 1488 for $5. What do you think of what do you think of the?
What do you think of the Jewish race? I was like, they're okay, yeah. All right, yeah. What do you think, John Malin? They're fine.
They're fine, Ethan. They got a good military.
Very good with money.
Stop. I can see. I think it's less that Jean-Luc. I think it's less that you get too spicy. Is that you bring the spice level for everybody out.
it really gets raised. Yeah.
That's what they told me. Yeah, they told me that war campaign. They were like, I don't know why it's so hot in the studio tonight, and everyone started disrobing. I'm like, this is the internet. We're not on the same building. So it was a bit absurd.
Take your pants off when you show up. So what's going on over there?
I like to be comfortable,
Oh well,
got a free
well,
boiler.
I thought that it was like a requirement for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
But
now she mentions it. No.
Add original design, do not steal.
You want to know something even better on that Indicron site?
I kind of want to put that at the bottom of my website now. Just put it down at the bottom.
Yeah. He has a welcome message that's on the second page.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's where it belongs, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, the welcome message
because you're trapped there forever.
Yeah. Once you get in, you can't get out. It's like,
yeah, this is Hotel California. You just don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
you
don't even.
That's right. There's 2 pages of that shit.
There's something very psychological, about what he's chosen to put there. If you look at it psychologically, what does it say? This crashing gate and all of this. What is he trying to say to us psychologically?
That he wants to be a gatekeeper?
Yeah.
It seems like to me.
I thought that he was stuck in the 80s and just wanted to do cocaine.
Now, Wayne, I hate to interrupt, but I just found another hilarious thing about Indicron with a Y.
Okay.
So if you go to Super Nerdland, or you go to Grade 8.5, or you go to my website, you'll notice that the connection is secure.
No.
On
Oh,
Indicron,
I was
that
gonna
connection is
mention
not
that.
fucking secure.
Yeah, there's no
I was going to mention that. It pops up as not secure.
Wow.
That's
yeah.
Isn't that
So
literally
you're saying
just
potential doxing?
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, Jordan, explain security. Well, you know what? So
Okay, so in this case, it says, your connection to this site is not secure. You should not enter any sensitive information on this site, for example, passwords or credit cards, because it could be stolen by attackers. So if they ever at any point ask you for, like,
credit card
information that people should be careful about, it could very easily be stolen because the site is not secure at all. Even my site, which is, basically a shell site because I haven't done anything with it in like half a fucking year, has higher levels of security than this shit, which is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a good source for comics and shit.
Right. This shit, despite the fact that there's a giant collapsing iron gate to trap you in there, has absolutely no security whatsoever. It's the world's greatest oxymoron.
I'm over here looking at Indicron with the hard IE.
They're secure.
It's very hard.
They got
They're
the
secure.
TTPS going on. Yeah, so they got their shit together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
give them your credit card
extremely-
first, kids.
It's
My
extremely,
shit's
extremely
secure.
secure.
Yeah.
But to
That's
be
what she
fair,
said.
I also have Josh helping me do mine, so
Yeah.
that could be part of it.
since Piper is a woman, and by the way, I just want to point out. Okay, I run uBlock Origin. On Indicron's side, it's blocking 2 scripts. I don't know what those are. I'm just saying that's what it's doing.
I know.
On the hard Y, it's unblocking 3 spots. So obviously, the hard Y is a better site because it's blocking 3 instead of 2. Right? Is that how it works?
It is a higher number of scripts.
Direct your site. So anybody going to this site is really risking their private information or whatever they're putting in there. It's not very smart. And the point also is that when he steals, and I use the word steals in a liberal sense, when he takes people's work like he did with Crystal's and puts it in there, he's inputting her information as well into
technically into an insecure site.
Exactly. And
It's just
don't you think
one more reason that, somebody, if they're asking to take it off, he should take it off.
Absolutely, because they've inputted the information for Crystal, and she doesn't want her information on there. She's asked him nicely, please, you fat fuck, will you please take it off?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say this
you know
as
what?
nicely
You know
as
what?
possible.
Yeah, we got 1 thumbs down. I wonder who that is.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
John.
sorry.
John.
Sorry, John.
John 1v1 me, you bitch.
Wait, are we gonna go? We're gonna go full Tonka on this. It's like I want to fucking fight.
Sure, give me like 2 weeks, I'll do it.
Like you don't need 6 months. Like just give me a couple weeks. I'm good to go.
Oh man, I just gotta get on my bike a little
I'll
bit.
do it. I will fight him. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
In the dome. Let's go.
In the
What are
Terror
you gonna do?
Dome.
Spit on me?
He might cry on you.
He might tell you how he's an oppressed brown man to you,
Yeah.
and that you can't hit him because he's oppressed brown man.
Brown man. Yeah.
He's very brown.
Yeah, he'll tell you that every 5 fucking seconds.
He's white as fuck. He's
He
so
is.
white.
That's why they call him Queso Paco.
Jesus.
That's one of the better names. Like you know what? That's his name from now on. Okay, anybody's listening, I want you hashtag Queso Paco. Blanco. Queso Blanco.
Queso Blanco.
Yeah, Queso Blanco. hashtag.
Casablanca.
Yeah. From now on, and give credit to our boy who said it in the chat.
Yeah, Michael Beacon, you are a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to
Oh,
see
I
John-
forgot. Yeah, Seth's phone died forever ago, so that's why he didn't answer. I can't remember what he said, but yeah, he had a little more of the story.
Oh, well, I had to get we'll get that from him sometime because I'd like to hear that.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there'll be more of this coming down the road next week or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm really interested to see what Crystal, because I'm keeping in
Oh
touch
my
with her
god.
about it. What?
The fuck, dude? He's whiter than I am.
Yeah.
He's whiter than I am too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very white boy.
Like,
Yeah.
I am see-through white. He's white.
Very Hispanic. I like that. There is when I found out he was a Patriots fan, I knew I was done. Like in any way, shape, or form with this person.
There's fucking criminals and then pedophiles and then Patriots fans. That's what you said.
Yeah. As soon as you say you like the New England Patriots, you got to
Damn.
get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna put his fat face on the thing there.
Yeah, he's real fucking fat. Damn, look at him.
Look at this guy. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I could take him.
Oh, the thing is, don't you know he's on the Tom Brady diet? Apparently, he's lost a bunch of weight. That's what he said last night on that stream.
So he's eating Tom Brady.
Poor Tom Brady. He'll never make it to the Super Bowl. How terrible. That would be.
That is the most low T OK sign I've ever seen.
Sean King is less right. Sean King is less white
than Queso
than
Blanco.
Queso Blanco.
Look at just look at this man.
Wait, Spork says his name is De La Rose, which means of the rice.
Yeah, Araz is rice. Yeah, so that means of the rice.
White rice.
White rice.
So you can either hashtag Queso Blanco or hashtag white rice.
He whiter than white over.
We'll have to pass that on to War Campaign.
No, before anyone gets on, I was like, why are you being so racial? It's because he brings it up every 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah, he does.
I would,
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter at all, in all honesty.
You would not know he was Hispanic if he walked up to you and farted on you, dude. It's like,
I mean, unless he
just-
and he doesn't even have. I mean, I don't hear no hint of a Hispanic accent or anything like
yeah,
that.
unless he doesn't like he's not Ricky Martin. You know, well, Ricky Martin doesn't have an accent, but you know what I mean. He does not.
But at least Ricky Martin looks like a
Hey man, kind of bullshit going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's-
Yeah. Caleb said he's whiter than me, and Caleb's Venezuelan in an oppressed country.
No, Caleb is a daywalker, though. Remember?
Oh yeah, he's Italian. I forgot. Yeah.
He's Italian, so he's
At least, Caleb sounds very Hispanic, though. He's got that
Yeah.
very thick accent, which is adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear Caleb, you would definitely know that he's somewhere south of the border.
Yeah. Not
John, you would think he was
my
like-
God, thank you for this, whatever you just found for me, Jordan. I'm putting this on the.
Yeah,
Oh, that
one.
image.
Yeah. Look at this.
Come on, guys. He's the supreme gentleman.
God.
He's on his way to respect your girl.
Does it? Is it what I think it's going to happen?
It's about to pop up. I'm thinking. Well, you'll see it in a second. Holy. Crap.
Oh my god, he needs a fucking katana.
I think there might be an image of him with a sword.
Oh my god.
Let me see.
This is truly Cold Steel.
This picture like that website personifies this picture right here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. We need like this picture, but put that logo behind him. The indie.
yeah.
with the
No, this
behind.
picture needs to crash down like the logo does.
Yes. We're
With
giving you
flames
gold,
though in the
John.
background, like
John, we're giving you gold.
Yeah, we give you a redemption arc right now. If you just embrace being a fucking goof and a dork, you could turn around and people be like, oh yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
But,
He goes
but
from being
here's the
like-
thing about John, he's so far up his own ass he will not take that out.
No. That would stop his oppression Olympics.
there's some like blue flame gif in the background of this picture.
Oh yeah.
Turbo, it says he's wearing a Davis Arini cowboy. Yeah, he is.
All we,
Big
we-
brain
He looks
nigga.
like Davis. Yeah, he looks like Davis Arini over here.
all we need is like we need a clip of John saying "Men of the West."
Men of the West.
Y'all are funny as hell. We try.
No, the thing is, we're not. Fucking John's hilarious.
Yeah,
Totally.
John's
He's fucking gold.
He's written this whole thing for us tonight, like unintentionally.
Yeah, he's
This is the
provided
only-
us.
I
Do
think
it.
Jean-Luc, would you agree this is the best writing he's ever done unintentionally?
I think it's the best inspiration he's ever given anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're grounded for life.
Oh well.
Oh, thank you.
Playing
Oh,
Hoops on
great!
again.
I got to work again. Nice.
I wanted to go out last night, but I guess I'll stay home now.
Yeah, there you go.
Stream Mom has decided that we were all grounded.
You
I
just
wish I
said
was
grounded you
grounded.
from life? Yes, you're grounded from life, dude.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. Where's
She's
my
gonna-
rope?
She's executing her kid live on
Yeah.
Nothing personal, kid.
We've exposed her too long to the Delarose and to the white rice, and now
She's lost her goddamn mind.
yeah, she's if she starts calling her kid Queso Blanco, we know it's over. Yeah, call your kid Queso Blanco. See what happens. We'll see,
But he's not trying. He's not pretending to be Hispanic.
I know. Well, whatever.
What?
Even the
I
child.
think. I
Tell,
think.
tell your child to get in here
currently-
so we can bully him.
No.
Hey, James.
No.
I think he thinks he's Italian. No, never mind. Get out.
He is Italian.
That Italian's great.
But no, oh gosh,
You're not Italian, bro.
God, why do I keep going back? Okay, close this site.
It's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
It won't let you go, dude.
Yeah, I had to close it. I was like, but I'm looking at his the triumphant return of Flying Sparks to Amazon.
Oh my God.
Is he serious? He's charging $4.99 for the Kindle and the paperback.
What?
He's charging the same price for both.
The fuck?
That's interesting to say the least.
Excuse me, but it is John Delarose, so I mean, you should pay a premium for reading his beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you guys heard he's Hispanic, right? So you got to pay premium.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Have you guys read the book? Have you read his book?
I have.
Well,
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I
you
I
read
bought
the comic, but you ain't read his books, right?
it. No. I just read Flying Sparks.
Oh, that's the shit with the tour and the puppies and all that crap too. And then that's where I sort of started hearing about him.
Mm-hmm.
Where I thought he was doing a joke.
Oh, there's another picture of him on Amazon.
Oh
What?
no.
Is it amazing?
Is there a sword?
It's his profile.
Oh, okay. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm doing it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What the?
He's leisurely with leopard print something behind him.
It looks like a picture you would take of your dying grandfather at the hospital.
What?
Oh, that's terrible.
He's got you could, if I could Photoshop some fucking tubes and or
Is
something.
that a leopard print couch and leopard print curtains?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm seeing?
I guarantee you, I have leopard print sheets on my bed because I think they're ugly as fuck, and I just wanted to buy them because they're $10 at Walmart. He bought it because he thought they looked rad.
Yeah. I don't think he bought them to be funny.
What you guys don't understand is this image is actually from the future.
Oh.
This is him after he listens to our stream. he will never recover.
He's wearing a Oakland A's hat and a Taking Back Sunday shirt.
Oh shit! I
Oh
forgot.
shit.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Oh shit. Fuck.
What's going on?
Yeah, I forgot that we're not supposed to make fun of the way people look because that's not legitimate criticism.
No. In this case,
Yeah.
that rule
Yeah.
was lifted tonight.
Yeah, Piper is failing her duty of tone.
I know,
policing.
right?
We've been making fun of this fat fuck
Man.
for almost 2 hours now.
I've been laughing my ass off the whole time. I totally forgot.
Piper,
my
you
job.
are a bad ally to the brown
Man,
men.
I'm fired.
What happens when you make a meme of yourself, though? Right? I mean, that's what's going on here. He's a self-contained meme at this point.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the rules don't apply since he's a dude.
Yeah, man.
I think that's how that works.
But men
It
don't.
doesn't
we
apply
just
on
have to
dudes.
respect women. I gotcha.
Yeah, it only applies on the ladies.
And the doctor says, so we can make fun of John, but not the fail whale.
Exactly. Because John's supposed to be a dude.
Another conversation.
Supposed to be.
Another conversation.
Well, I haven't seen any proof, so.
Another topic of conversation we usually have on this stream is Gail Simone, and we were told the other night we shouldn't make fun of her appearance.
No,
Who told you
that's
that?
not what I told you.
You
I
did say
said
that.
I am not going to make fun of her appearance because I have actual criticism and beef
Well,
with
so
her.
do we, but at the same time, she can be.
But she's also fucking fat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but for the time, it was, I don't need a million people going, oh, you just went on there and called her fat. I'm like, no, I'm not here to call her fat. I'm here to call her
I need to bring
bitch.
in my friend Scott Steiner.
Now, didn't I during that stream also tell people if you have problems, you may direct them to my Twitter account, and I will tell you all about them.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Senior Dead Guy says about John, he said he looks like a Cholo Fred Durst.
Oh.
Thank you, the doctor. You can do that.
That one almost fucking killed me.
What the
That's
Cholo Fred Durst?
fair because remember he's Hispanic.
Yeah.
guys.
So hashtag Cholo
Yeah,
Fred
be
Durst.
careful.
Hashtag Cholo Fred Durst.
Gentlemen,
Way too many
yes.
names.
Yes, sir.
I might need to be going on my way right now.
That's okay.
All right.
We appreciate you coming by. We really do. And
Yeah, it was fantastic. I love you guys. You're hilarious.
so are you, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anytime you want to come on and talk about IndieCron or whatever, you just let me know.
I would very much like that. Yeah, I mean, you guys had a lot of fun. I'd love to come back sometime.
Okay, you be on your way, and you have a good one. We'll probably be ending soon anyway. So
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, mates. And thank you for the invitation.
yes,
Not
sir.
a problem.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Now, Caleb. Oh shit, Caleb
Damn.
says tell him the Myers question before he goes.
Oh well, we'll get it.
He's gone.
We'll get him.
Well,
later.
Myers
Get
pills
him next time.
Yeah.
Next time, next stream.
Yeah, next stream. We'll give him the full education.
Yeah.
He was a good lad. He's a good lad. I didn't think he was too spicy. No more spicy than we get, in all honesty.
Yeah, no.
No.
Maybe
Maybe that's the problem. We're all too goddamn spicy.
We actually leveled him out, is what happened.
we mellowed him out.
Well, I think our spice level is so high, he just leveled out in comparison.
It's kind of funny that he got disinvited from the war game.
Especially the way those guys go. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge listener. I mean, I've caught here and there, and it's like, oh, okay, they go a little further than most people do, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. So when you get, it's like I can't go on there anymore. It's like, oh well,
You're spicier than anything John has consumed in the past. Is this a white people don't spice their chicken joke?
Wait a minute, Cab. You know what we need, don't you?
We need some Lowry's.
Yeah.
Need that seasoned salt, son.
That season, get that Lowry's. Big oof.
Biggest, largest oof.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm getting like Piper now. I'm just gonna have the giggles.
Piper, stop laughing. This ain't funny. Stop it.
Whenever I'm sorry, but whenever Cab brings up Lowry's, it just and the way he says it.
Here's
Lowry's.
God damn it!
Oh, Lord, this sounds so loud. Spelled it wrong, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
People, the thing is like when I bring that up to people that don't know, they think, "Oh, you're being racist." And then if you go to a black person or anything or a Southern person or anything they'll be like, "No, he's we have a big can of Lowry's in our
Look on their spice rack, and guess what's going to be on there? There's going to be some Lowry's on the spice rack. There's
going to be several Lowry's of garlic salt, seasoned salt, the fucking lemon pepper.
Yeah, and they going to throw that shit all on one thing. This is not going to.
Oh yeah.
God damn! Is this the part where I expose myself as being a connoisseur of Lowry's seasoned salt?
I mean, if you are, that's fine. It's good.
I mean, you are half.
I'm half black, man.
So we know.
But you are not queso blanco that we have discussed. So. Yeah.
Well, but here's the funny thing: my love for Lowry's just did not come from a black family; it came from a white family.
Yeah, that's.
My
Where's
mom
this
put
white
that shit on
family
everything. We're in fucking Michigan, my dude.
I think he meant
white
where are you from? Where are they from?
I think when my mom was she was born in Michigan, lived in Kentucky for
there you go
5 years.
Yeah,
I knew it. Can't fool me.
Somewhere across the Mason-Dixon, right?
Yeah, there was Confederate soldiers in that part of the world.
God damn it!
Wait a minute, did Kentucky join the Confederate? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. It might.
I don't think they did. I think it was. I don't know.
We're getting into the race real standards part now.
Yeah, well, no, this is getting to our Civil War reenactment part.
Who wants to put on some uniforms and hang out?
Play some the Johnny Reb song.
Mm-hmm. Kentucky and Southern Ohio are still practically south. Yeah. It's funny.
Ohio's not the South. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, there is parts that are basically the South.
No, you can be white trash. You're just not the South.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
That depends on.
Dude, I moved here from the South.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There's people south of Virginia that consider Virginia Yankee country.
Yeah, and they would be absolutely correct.
Because, I mean, we all know that's where all the carpetbaggers went was Virginia. So.
Yeah, you guys are kicked out of the Confederacy. Bye.
Yeah, y'all lost the war first. Get out of here. when let me red pill on this. When Lee cucked out,
Robert E. Cook.
Jesus Christ. So anything else before we fuck off for the night?
I was about to say, what did we learn tonight?
John De La Rose is a moron. And
he's Queso Blanco.
Yeah,
He's an edgy motherfucker. Is what you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna give.
Also, we learned that he's Hispanic.
Yes.
I don't think anyone knew that.
Right. Yeah. In case
Never heard him say that.
In case you guys did not know.
Oh my gosh, my dog put his toy in my box of toys.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking cute and fucked up at the same time.
Goddamn.
Oh, we're talking. Oh shit! I thought I didn't quite get what you're saying there for a second.
Sally says,
Oh,
Ronaldo
no, he took
cat.
it back.
White girls.
Mike says, Sally says, "Mao, not meow, Mao."
Mao.
Are we? Were you talking about the chairman? Is this what's going on here?
Yeah, that's
Sally's a communist.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But anyway, so before we go, I just wanted one time, since we were talking about a project again, give a shout out to the Good Night Nightmare Realm #1, currently on Indiegogo. It's currently at $1,035 with a $5 contribution from Queso Blanco.
Put him over the top.
Yep. And so yeah, dude, so there's that, and also we'll show IndieCron.com
With the hard
IE.
IE.
Yeah, with the hard IE. That will be changing apparently. So
Yeah.
that's
So that's if people's concern is that is there a Comics Gate associated? They're associating themselves with Comics Gate, definitely. So
yeah. So it's going to be more definite. I'm kind of glad that question got answered because I had seen that being floated around, not just by the doctor, but a few other people. So
yeah, I mean, I kind of get the.
That was my feeling too. That it's a tiny bit like, should be more descriptive if they're going to say that yes, it's completely affiliated.
Yeah.
With because that means it's not technically all indies because some indies are just not going to want to.
They're just like, I'm just going to stay out of this kind of thing.
Yeah, they don't want that risk looming over their head or whatever.
But he did make a good
understandable.
point. And, would they submit anyway, kind of thing, which makes sense.
Yeah, if you don't want to be a set, then you just would not submit.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So it's so it's good to see that we know some changes are coming that alleviated some concerns and things like that. So that's good. Anyway, I think that was good for tonight. I guess we'll be back tomorrow night.
I'd like to thank our guest, Jean-Luc.
Yeah, Jean-Luc.
Yeah.
It was really,
of the USS Enterprise over here.
I really appreciate him.
Surprised no one made that joke while he was here.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, so which asshole's going to make the
Yeah, I know. I was like, he probably gets that shit all the time.
That's honestly the reason why I didn't do it, because I knew he would.
Yeah, he's got the accent, and his name is Jean-Luc. So
I wonder if he's
kind of obvious.
obvious.
He's got like a black guy he tells to go beat up people all the time.
Yeah. That
Calls
gets beat
him
up.
Borf.
Yeah, that gets beat up anytime he sends.
Yeah, is a giant fucking jobber.
But anyway, so yeah, we appreciate everybody coming by for tonight. We got some questions answered. We got to make fun of. We got to dunk on somebody that has been needing a good dunking for a while. I don't have any like ill will towards John. It just he acts like a fucking spurg. Yeah, like I said,
if you would tone that shit down, it'd be like, okay, dude, then you're acceptable.
If you literally just like be a decent human being, kind of thing, right? And just
that's the thing. It was like, we're sort of kind of getting backstory. There's some weird shit going on with him. So
yeah, so we'll as they say, more things will probably come to light. We'll not comment on those until they actually happen. But until then, we will see you tomorrow night. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I'm sure something will come up. Should we do a retcon, guys? I don't know.
I mean, we can do a retcon.
Usually what we do on Fridays, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, how about this? Before we leave, after we get off the air, before we leave, let's talk about what we want to do before, so I don't have to come up with the idea for once. Okay.
You know what? How about we do this instead of a retcon? Let's do a bullshit stream. We'll just talk about Godzilla for 90 minutes.
We can do that.
retcon Godzilla.
Retcon Godzilla.
You fucking guys will be there like 6 hours to go this shit.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.